So, did I miss anything? And it's all coming up on this edition. We're going to talk about the Spanish Grand Prix on this edition of Post Checkered Flag. I should say very good early morning here. It's almost 3 in the morning, West Pacific Coast time, when this video is being recorded. So let's not waste any time. Let's talk about results and my thoughts on the Spanish Grand Prix. And there was breaking news, but we'll cover that after sometime between Monday or Tuesday. Let's get to the results and my thoughts, shall we? Ladies and gentlemen, here are your results for the Formula One Aramco Gran Premio de España 2021, or the Spanish Grand Prix. In 10th place, with the lone... Damn it, do I miss there? In 10th place, Pierre Gasly. In 9th place, Esteban Ocon. In 8th place, Lando Norris. In 7th place, Carlos Sainz. In 6th place, Daniel Ricciardo. In 5th place, Sergio Perez. In 4th place, thought for a second he was going to get a podium at the second, Charles Leclerc. In 3rd place, it's Valtteri Bottas, Mr. To Whom It May Concern. And in 2nd place, Max Verstappen. What do you think was going to happen? And in 1st place, say it with me, get in there, Lewis. Lewis Hamilton wins. In pretty much convincing fashion, because seriously, what do you think was going to happen? And honestly, if Max's strategy was a little better, I can guarantee you Max would win his 100 start last week. I can guarantee you that. So we're going to talk about this. Going back to Gasly for a second, because right after lights out, he got a 5-second penalty for being his tires being in front of the yellow line for irregular start, and the fact he managed to get a point after that penalty was phenomenal. It was absolutely phenomenal. And now, what is up with Red Bull and their race strategies? Because now, Sergio Perez at Portugal had a really questionable race strategy. Now this past race it was Verstappen. So is it going to be Perez again for the next race? And while we're on the subject of AlphaTauri drivers, Yuki Tsunoda had an engine problem, and he was the only driver that DNF'd. But now we gotta talk about we're gonna have to talk about the other controversy, and it is the walking controversy. The man that used to call this car his own. Let's talk about Nikita Mazepin. Well, first off, he got another penalty point and a 3-place grid drop for blocking Lando Norris during qualifying, because of fucking course it's Mazepin. And apparently he was up to his same tricks that got him a second penalty in Portugal for blocking Hamilton, but apparently there was no proof of that. But Toto complained to the FIA, and of course, during practice, Charles Leclerc said on the radio, Mazepin will never change, to the point where Lance Stroll, aka Sir Lancelot, give this to him. I apologize for people. I apologize for my rude. Feel free to unsubscribe. Okay. And honestly, if the FIA is gonna do this. And honestly, I am going to be incredibly nervous for the race next week. Because guess where we're heading? We're heading to Monaco. And considering how narrow those corners are, this is going to be nerve-wracking. And no, although, if Mazepin were to get the boot, I'm sure Pietro and Louis will be solid replacements short term. But I'm thinking long term, it's going to come down to two people in my eyes. Pierre Gasly or Valtteri Bottas. And going back to Valtteri for a second, there was a moment in the race saying let Lewis pass. Valtteri didn't let him pass. Lewis had to fight to get him to pass. I don't know what's going on. I'm sure Toto probably gave him a stern talking to, but honestly, it wouldn't shock me. That might have been the last straw for Valtteri, meaning George Russell goes to Williams. I'm sure Dan Ticktum's probably going to take that F2 seat, that F1 seat, if he gets the super license points, which I bet he won't. Bottas goes to Williams. Gasly goes to Haas, replacing Mazepin. And everybody wins. Well, except for Red Bull's toxic culture, they're probably just fucked unless Tsunoda pulls another victory for AlphaTauri. I don't know. We're gonna have to wait and see on this one. Thank you guys for watching. Next week we'll be talking about some of the breaking news that broke a few days ago. So there's that. Next is the post-checker flag for the Darlington races. And no, I'm not going throwback for the presentation. Thanks for watching.